Hey everyone, welcome to my podcast. Today, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind lately, something I think we all need to hear from time to time. It's about fresh starts, second chances, and the courage it takes to begin again. There's this quote I came across recently that really struck me. Every day is a fresh start, a new chance to begin again. And I thought, wow, how often do we actually believe that? How often do we give ourselves permission to truly start over? Today's episode is all about embracing new beginnings, learning from our setbacks, and understanding that starting over doesn't mean you've lost. It means you're wiser and stronger than before. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive in. Part 1. The weight of yesterday. Let's be honest, we've all had those days. The ones where we mess up, where things don't go according to plan, where we feel like we've taken 10 steps backward. Maybe you missed a deadline at work. Maybe you said something you regret. Maybe you're struggling with a habit you thought you'd broken. And here's what happens. We carry that weight. We let yesterday define today. We wake up in the morning, and before our feet even hit the floor, we're already replaying our mistakes in our heads. But here's the truth that I want you to really hear today. No matter what happened yesterday, today is full of possibility. I know that might sound like empty optimism, but stick with me here. Because this isn't about toxic positivity or pretending everything's fine when it's not. This is about something much deeper. It's about understanding that our past doesn't have to dictate our future. Think about it this way. Every single day, the sun rises. It doesn't check to see if yesterday was a good day or a bad day. It doesn't decide to skip rising because things didn't go well. It just shows up, offering light and warmth and a fresh start. And we have that same opportunity. Sometimes we fail. Sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we lose our way. And you know what? That's okay. Life isn't about never falling. If that were the standard, we'd all be failures. Life is about getting up and trying again. Part 2. Redefining failure. So let's talk about this idea of failure for a moment because I think we've got it all wrong. We live in a world that celebrates perfection. Social media shows us everyone's highlight reel. We see success stories, but we rarely see the failures that came before them. And so we start to believe that successful people, happy people, are the ones who never fall. But that's not true, not even close. Starting over doesn't mean you've lost. Let me say that again because it's important. Starting over doesn't mean you've lost. It means you're wiser and stronger than before. Every time you begin again, you're bringing something new to the table. You're bringing the lessons you learned. You're bringing the resilience you built. You're bringing a deeper understanding of yourself and what you're capable of. Think about a child learning to walk. They fall down dozens, maybe hundreds of times. But do we look at that toddler and say, "You failed"? No. We celebrate every attempt. We cheer them on. We know that each fall is teaching them something important about balance, about strength, about perseverance. Somewhere along the way to adulthood, we forgot that lesson. We started seeing our falls as failures instead of as part of the learning process. But the truth is, each new beginning brings new energy and hope. When you decide to try again, to take that class again, to reach out to that person again, to pursue that dream again, you're not going backward. You're spiraling upward, bringing everything you've learned with you. Part 3. Leaving the past behind. Now here's where it gets challenging. Because knowing that we can begin again is one thing. Actually doing it, that requires something different. That requires courage. Don't let your past define your future. This is easier said than done, I know. Our past has a way of wrapping its fingers around us, whispering in our ear, "Remember when you tried this before? Remember how that turned out?" But here's what I want you to consider. What if the past isn't a prison? What if it's just information? Your past can inform your future without defining it. The difference is huge. When the past informs you, you take the lessons and move forward. When the path defines you, you stay stuck. So how do we do this? How do we leave behind what no longer helps us? First, we have to be honest about what we're carrying. Maybe it's shame about a mistake. Maybe it's fear of repeating a failure. Maybe it's other people's opinions about who we should be. Whatever it is, ask yourself, is this helping me move forward, or is it keeping me stuck? If it's not helping, it's time to set it down. Not forget it, because those experiences shaped you, but release the hold it has over your future decisions. And then you walk forward with courage. Not confidence, courage. Confidence is knowing you'll succeed. Courage is trying even when you don't know what will happen. You can always begin again. That's not just a nice idea. It's a truth about being human. We're incredibly resilient. We're built to adapt, to grow, to try again.
Part 4. This time, you'll begin better. Here's the beautiful part. This time, you'll begin better. Not perfect, not without challenges, but better. Better because you know more now. Better because you've built strength you didn't have before. Better because you understand yourself more deeply. Every ending contains the seeds of a new beginning. Every closed door teaches you something about which doors to open next. Every stumble makes you more sure-footed. So if you're listening to this and you're in a place where you need to begin again, whether that's in your career, your relationships, your health, your creative pursuits, whatever it is, I want you to know something. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. And that makes all the difference. Beginning again isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. It takes strength to admit when something isn't working. It takes courage to try a different approach. It takes resilience to get back up after you've fallen. Each new beginning brings new energy and hope. Let yourself feel that. Let yourself get excited about the possibilities that today holds rather than dwelling on the disappointments of yesterday.
Conclusion. So here's what I want you to take away from today's episode. Every day is a fresh start. Your past doesn't define your future unless you let it. Starting over makes you wiser, not weaker. And you can always begin again. And this time, you'll begin better. Whatever you're facing today, whatever you need to start or restart, I hope that you walk forward with courage. Leave behind what no longer serves you. Trust in your ability to grow and adapt. Because the truth is, you're stronger than you think, and you're capable of more than you know. Thanks so much for listening to today's podcast. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who might need to hear it. And remember, today is your fresh start. What will you do with it? Until next time, keep beginning again. Goodbye, everyone.